All right, so you must have heard people say follow the trend. Now, what exactly does it mean by following the trend? Today, I'm going to be showing you a practical example on how you can actually follow the trend and make profits off the trend. Following the trend might sound easy. Just look for where the market is headed for and then buy or sell depending on where the market is going. But it's not as easy as that. And that's the reason why I'm going to break down how you can understand the trend and how you can follow the trend. So here is how you go about it. If you want to trade profitably, then you want to take advantage of the trend. So let me give you a practical example on how I follow the trend. Okay, so this is NZD card. Now what I want to do is I want to go to the 4-hour time frame and see where the market is headed for, and then I want to mark out my areas. So what do I see here? I see a trend line. So I want to make use of trend lines. Okay, so this is my trend line right there. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, I notice the market tapped into that zone. Okay, we tapped into that area multiple times, and then we tapped into that place just again. So what that means is that we are bouncing off that line. So I want to mark out that area. So we bounced off that place. Now this is the 4-hour time frame, remember. Now this is the 4-hour time frame, remember. I'm just marking out areas where the market touched and is bouncing off. That way I'm able to tell where the market is going next. Okay, so this is the 4-hour time frame. Is there any other area I could mark out? All right, so I could mark out this area. Let me see. So I'm just trying to mark out a trend. So we have the market tap into that zone, tap into this zone. So we are likely going back to tap into that area somewhere around here. So that's exactly where I'm looking for the market to go into. So if you notice here, we tapped here, the first point. We tapped here, the second point right there, and then we tapped here, which is the third point. Okay, so we keep on tapping and we are bouncing off that area. We tapped into this place here, and then we are going to be bouncing up to that area. So now that I've been able to figure out where we are going into, I'm not looking for opportunities to sell. I'm looking for opportunities to buy up towards that area. So what do? I come into the 1-hour time frame. Now the 1-hour time frame, I want to mark out my trend line as well. So this here is a trend line. Okay, here is also a trend line. So what do I notice from this trend line? So we kept on tapping into that zone, kept on tapping into that. Okay, let me just use a path. We pushed up, came down, pushed up, came down, pushed up, came down. You see that push, and then we bounced up here. Okay, came down, pushed up, came down. So remember, I'm looking forward to buying into that zone. So I'm looking for opportunities to buy. Okay, so now what I notice right there is that we have bounced out of that trend line. And when there's a breakout of a trend line, what do you expect? You expect a push upwards. So this here was our trend line. Okay, we retested that trend line, so we are pushing upwards. Okay, so what do? I come to the 15-minute time frame. Remember, I'm looking for opportunities to buy, not opportunities to sell, because this here is my target. So I'm looking for opportunities to buy. So I come to the 15-minute time frame. Now, if you have watched my video on making use of a line chart, you must have seen how I made use of line charts. Okay, so I want to pay attention to break of structures as well. So I'm making use of multiple confluences. So here's a break of structure. Remember the pattern I told you about. If you have watched my video on line chart, I'm looking for a pattern like this, break of structure, and then I want a push down and then a push up. That's exactly what I'm looking out for. Okay, so we had a break of structure right there. Let me check this out. So we had this push, we had push down, we had push here, we had that push, we had this, we had that, and then we are going upwards right there. Okay, so if I bring that close to this, you would see that they are similar. Okay, so I want liquidity to be taken out, which of course liquidity was taken out right here on the line chart. Okay, so I would have looked for opportunities around that area. So let's look at this here. So this area would have been my area of liquidity here, which is liquidity. And then I'm looking for a fair value gap, or I'm looking for an order block, which of course I saw. Look at that here. This is a fair value gap here. This is the order block right there. So what do? I marked it out and then I extended it to the other side. So that's exactly where I would have taken my trade there. And then of course my stop loss would be considerably low, 16 pips, 15 pips, and then I target the high right there. Remember, this is my target. Okay, so this is exactly how you follow the trend. Okay, this is exactly how you follow the trend. You mark out your areas from the 4-hour time frame, you come to the 1-hour time frame, you come to the 15-minute time frame, and then you look for your entry pattern like this, like I taught you in the line chart video. So if you have not seen that video, do well to go check it out. I've talked about strategies that can help you maximize your trading profits. All right, so I don't intend to make this video long. If you love this video, if you found value in this video, please do well to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Do have a wonderful day and take care.